Investigators say this man intentionally crashed into a thrift store and hurt 6 people, but he claims he is innocent.
What does she need? What does she need?
The Collier County Sheriff's Office says Donald Peyton Lee Russell Jr. was behind the wheel of that black car, surrounded, horrified by people and debris. Now, it slammed into the St. Matthews House thrift store in East Naples last month.
Week News anchor Claire Galt spoke with Russell's ex-wife about his history of drug addiction.
Danielle Russell told me her ex-husband moved to Southwest Florida to go through the St. Matthews House recovery program. But Danielle believes Russell, Peyton, as she calls him, was not himself that week of the crash. She sent me this text exchange they had just days before. You can see he had some random thoughts, things like, "I am very sober, prophecy is coming through, this is better for me." Danielle told me she read this and she felt a familiar pit in her stomach. Danielle Russell married Donald Peyton Lee Russell Jr. in 2013. This is a picture from their wedding when the newlyweds cut the cake. But Danielle told me the man in this photo is a different version of Russell. 10 years later, Russell sits in the Collier County Jail. Deputies say he drove his black sedan through the St. Matthews House thrift store in East Naples.
And then the last voicemails that I got from him were, Danielle, I just accidentally drove through the thrift store and the cops have me and they're going to do something to me. And by the time that I tried to call him back, his phone was cut off.
Investigators believe Russell intended to do this, crash his car and cause panic. But his ex-wife told me there's more to the story.
He had the ministry in the rehab that he worked at, and I was a children's pastor. He quit the ministry and went to go work for the paper mill, and that's when everything just kind of went bad for us. He relapsed on meth and kratom and alcohol. I would just see like bank statements, like ATM withdrawals. You know, when I'm a stay-at-home mom and I had 2 kids, like that's very frightening. I had no way to provide for my children. I had to drop out of nursing school.
Eventually, Danielle left her husband, started a new life in a new state. But she stayed in touch with Russell. For her children, she helped him through recovery. Then, the day of the crash.
He was calling me all morning. He said, "Don't go to work, Danielle, don't go to work. They're going to kill us. They're going to kill us." And I was like, "Peyton, have you relapsed?" And then this happens. I mean, it's definitely turned our world upside down. My thoughts and my prayers, and my children are very heartbroken, and they want everyone to know that they are praying for the victims. They're 9 and 7. They are very sad and distraught.
Now, to be clear, Donald Russell Jr. is not charged with driving under the influence. His charges do include aggravated battery causing great bodily harm. Danielle Russell told me her heart just breaks for these victims. Back to you.